All right, welcome back. FG here. So, you know that today is our day in the silver book for El Salvador. This is going to be one of the two coins I got at the most recent show that I was just at this weekend. And the way this purchased, I didn't get this from a table. If you recall, I had from the previous show, I'd bought a small coin that was marked as silver that ended up not being silver. So I went back and I actually found the vendor that I purchased from that coin from, and he and I had a talk, and uh, he basically said, "Oh, that's my fault. Let's work something out." So I traded him for another silver coin. It wasn't for a country I needed. He didn't have any other countries that I needed. But he did swap it out for a similarly valued coin that he had. So I did come back with a silver coin, even though it wasn't one that I needed this time. But while I was at his table, and I was talking to him about why I needed it as a silver coin and not just the Cooper nickel coin that it was. I was telling him about this challenge, and there was an older gentleman there that when I got done, kind of tapped me on the shoulder and said, I wasn't trying to butt in, but I kind of overheard your conversation. You're interested in silver world coins. Do you want to take a look through my box? I kind of said, well, okay. If you ever been to a show, they don't like people making deals in the show if you haven't bought a table. So we went outside, and he had actually 3 boxes of coins, basically small boxes, about the size of one of these, except for 2x2 flips. So he was going through them, and we found a couple countries that he had. In fact, we found 3 countries that he had that I needed, which I hadn't found any other coins at the show that were new that I needed. So I wasn't coming home with any coins, only the tube of bullion to melt. So I was kind of happy to have had him tap me on the shoulder. And while we were going through his stuff, his daughter came up, and his wife, and through the conversation that ensued, I kind of got the feeling that he might be in a failing state, maybe, or they were anticipating it, because they were asking questions about, she asked my wife, what are your plans if something were to happen to your husband, and what would you be doing with his coins? So anyways, we were going through it, and this is one of the coins that came up. So what I got is a 1908 from El Salvador. It is it is a circulating coin. It is standard circulating coin, not a commemorative. It was actually in circulation from 1892 to 1914. It's a un peso. This is supposed to be Christopher Columbus, and he's got this plastic. It's in a plastic flip that's stapled to an old envelope that it came in, it looks like. I don't know from how long ago. Here's the back of it. This coin was excellent condition. I mean, this might pass as a Unk coin. I mean, you can still see all the letters up here. You can still see all the stars, all the details. It is 25 grams of 90% silver. Some of these were minted in, well, here, let's throw up the Numista page. So you can see it's the obverse is that what's on the back here, but it's the national arms with legend at the top, and then the reverse is the bust of Christopher Columbus. And I'll scroll down here just a hair, or where you can see the mints. There's actually 4 different mints that minted this particular coin over its lifetime. A mint in El Salvador, a mint in Belgium, and then both the Philadelphia and San Francisco mints at various dates. So you can see the dates, the early dates were the El Salvador mint. Belgium minted it for a long time, and then the United States from some other dates, and you kind of have to scroll down. So we'll scroll down here to the date list to find out where it was minted in what years. This particular one, 1908, had 1.6 million minted, but this one was only minted at the Belgium mint. And you can see the values that Numista has on it here for XF, AU, and UNC. It is $24.50 in bullion value, but this one far outweighs bullion value. So going back to this coin, his old flip here had $45 written on it, and he didn't remember when he bought it. So I'm guessing that may be what he bought it for a lot of years ago. So I was showing him Numista and his wife. I was kind of explaining to them resources that they might be able to use to get an idea on values. So I gave them the site for Numista. I pulled it up on my phone and showed it to them. I told them, your flip says 45, but that's an old price. If you look at Numista here, this is a really nice coin. You're probably looking at least $80 to $100, if it's just in the XF to low AU range. And I told him, that's kind of outside the budget of what I'm looking for, so I'll probably pass on this one. And he turned around and said, well, how about $50? I said, well, $50, that'd be a great price, but you're really probably selling it a lot short. And he said, no, I feel good at 50. So I got this coin for $50. Basically twice melt, but only about half of what it probably is actually worth, especially if it gets graded. And I think that this one might be one that would be worth getting graded. So there's a couple little dings here on the front of it, but other than that, I think that it's just a good raw coin. So that's the first coin of his I got. So let's put it in the book here. El Salvador. So we're looking at, let's see, what do we have in here? I think we have Egypt is here. Let me check my notes here. So Egypt and El Salvador is the next one right after Egypt. So Egypt's at the bottom corner. It means El Salvador, we're going to be right here at this top pocket on the next page. So just before Estonia. Does that equate? Should be Equatorial Guinea, then Eritrea, and then Estonia. So that's good. So if this will fit, I'm just going to pop this in here as it came from him. So there we go. I have one more coin from him to show tomorrow. I will tell you about the other coin. The other coin that he had was another very large silver coin like this. Oh boy. And you know what? I don't remember what the year and denomination on it was. But it was a large coin from Paraguay. And pretty sure I don't have Paraguay in. No, you know what? I do have Paraguay already. So I guess I'm glad I didn't purchase it. But he had a large coin that was very similar to this one, but an earlier year. His flip had 320, I think it was, marked on it. And I looked it up on Numista, and that probably, again, was an old price because Numista's prices on it showed it significantly higher, much closer to the $400 price tag. So I definitely pulled that one out, and I told his wife that, you know, this is definitely one you want to set aside. It's not in the, you know, $20 to $50 range like most of these. This one's a significant coin. You need to do something different with that. So then we had a whole conversation about selling on eBay and taking the collection into local coin stores and what they might expect. So it was a good conversation overall. I'm really, really glad I got to meet them. I hope I gave them good information, and he certainly gave me a good deal on both of these coins that I did buy from him. So I'm very happy with them, and I will show you the other coin tomorrow. So that's it for today. Thanks for joining me and for listening to the story here, and I will catch you next time. And I forgot to show the map. So here's the map of the world, and we'll fill it in here and then take a little bit close-up look at where El Salvador is. And now that will be it for today. Catch you next time.